Fats versus carbs. The never-ending battle within the fitness industry. Is one better than the other? Is one an enemy? Let's talk about it. For a number of years now, we have been told by the media and health organizations that fats are evil. We've been told that high-fat diets tend to lead to disease. We've been told that eating saturated fats causes heart disease and death. Meanwhile, they've pushed upon us a high carbohydrate, ultra processed diet, as in a well-balanced, healthy diet. So let's get into the meat of this discussion. You have, on one hand, you have fats, and on the other hand, you have carbs. Let's break these down for dummies. What are they? What are they good for? The human body utilizes both fats and carbs very efficiently. In fact, fats and carbs both play a major role in the way our body works. So what happens when we break them down and talk about them individually? Let's take, for instance, fats. Fats are very crucial for your body's function. Not only are they beneficial to protect your organs from damage, they're also very beneficial for survival. Fats are highly beneficial to regulate your hormones. If you're a man and you're on a high-fat diet, it will naturally boost your testosterone. In fact, a lot of cultures utilize fats as their main source of energy. Fat alone can provide the body with an amazing amount of energy. Your body utilizes fat to release a prolonged, even amount of energy through your body. Fats are typically a lot more dense calorie-wise. A smaller amount of fat will keep you fuller for longer. So a lot of cultures will utilize fat as their main source of energy, but also it helps them regulate the hunger levels. So if they're eating a high-fat diet, they're gonna stay fuller for longer and not need to eat as much food in order to survive. Now let's talk about carbs. Carbs are also a great source of energy for the body. Your body metabolizes carbs and expends it as energy. Carbohydrates, on the other hand, are less nutrient dense than fats. So for carbohydrates, 1 gram of carbohydrates has 4 calories. 1 gram of fats has 9 calories. Is one of them better than the other? Is one of them the enemy? Both carbohydrates and fats are utilized to build a healthy, balanced diet. There is no enemy within these two factors. There's no one is good or one is bad. They both work well together. Carbs themselves are not making you fat. Saturated fats are not making you fat. These things don't bring disease and they don't bring heart failure. The main issue that everybody has is overeating. If you're eating these two things in combination and you have a good balanced diet and you're in a calorie deficit or a maintenance calorie, you're not gonna get fat and out of shape and have any issues. The issues come with overeating. If you're eating in a massive calorie surplus every single day, you're gonna gain weight and you're gonna gain fat and you're gonna end up with problems. The issue is you are overeating, but you're also overeating on garbage. Carbs and fats are separate. You're overeating on ultra processed, refined foods. The problem is refined sugars. Sugar is the #1 toxin that is damaging people all around the world. This is the element that is causing the disease, the obesity, Alzheimer's. All of these diseases are aspects of sugar. Sugar is toxic. You're not supposed to have sugar in your system like that. The issue with all this refined sugars in our diet today is it causes a bunch of inflammation. And this inflammation leads to the diseases that cause the fatalities. These people with diabetes have inflammation from sugar. The obesity rate is mostly inflammation from sugar and ultra-processed foods pushed into your system. How you can minimize any chances of getting any of these diseases and having any bad inflammation is to try and cut as much processed food out of your diet and eliminate as much sugar as you possibly can. I'm not talking about sugar from fruit and sugar from starchy carbs. These are natural fructose sugars. Yes, high doses of these sugars are still bad for you, but I'm talking about processed refined sugar. Sugar you put on your Wheat Bix, sugar you put in your coffee and tea. These are toxic. These are the ones that are going to lead you to no good. If you can minimize those sugars, you will become more healthy. It's not about fats versus carbs because both are very good and both are great energy sources. The issue is you need to stop over-consuming, figure out your macros, figure out your caloric intake, and make sure you're eating responsibly and eating what your body needs. If you're eating too much, it's gonna show. If you're eating too much sugar, you're gonna feel it. And this could be simple things through your everyday life. You might, before you go to work, you might stop in at the store and grab yourself an energy drink, not even realizing that most normal energy drinks have like 50 grams of sugar in them. It could be a simple switch from your normal V to a sugar-free V or a sugar-free Monster, and just slowly try and eliminate these things out of your diet. If you're having coffee in the mornings, potentially don't have any sugar in your coffee anymore. Just take it strong and black. You can add a little bit of honey, a sweetener. Just try and stay away from ultra processed sugar. And if you're a little bit concerned and don't understand how to track your macros or figure out your caloric intake and whatnot for your fitness goals and where you want to be, I've got a video breaking down how easy it is to actually track your macros and figure out your caloric intake for what goals you have. It's very simple. It teaches you the exact things you need to do in order to make sure you're eating what you need to eat and not overeating. And it will also help you see what sort of foods are available that are good for you and fulfill nutritious needs. So no, fats are not bad. Saturated fats are not the enemy. If you eat lots of red meat and lots of fatty pork, you're not going to get heart disease and pass away. No, carbs are not terrible for you. They're not going to make you cramp up and feel like shit. They're both very good in their own terms and balanced out. Stay away from sugar and ultra processed food. That's the evil one. That's the one they push down your throat, and that's the one you need to stay away from. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe. And if you want more in-depth information on how to level up your life in all aspects, sign up to my mailing list, join all the other people receiving fruitful information every single week. Thanks guys, I'll see you on the next one.